Okay. In this session, we will discuss about cursors. So, what is cursor? Cursor allows to iterate a set of rows returned by a query and process each row individually. Okay. So, this is the cursor functionality diagram. That means what are the steps are required to create the cursor, to use the cursor. First of all, cursor means, so it will create some private area. From that private area, we can get one by one record so that we can process. Okay, so here first one is declare. So first, to use the cursor, first of all we have to declare the cursor by using declare statement. So this is the syntax for declaring the cursor. Declare, C1 is the cursor name, and this is the keyword for select statement. You can write the select query logic here. And after that, open cursor. So open cursor name is C1. After that, fetch. Fetch C1 into variables list. Here, suppose in this select query, you have 5 columns. Then you need to use here 5 variables to store the values. Okay. Suppose in this select query, if you have 10 columns, here fetch C1 into, you need to write 10 variables. That means at the beginning of the procedure, you need to declare 10 variables. Okay. After that, this is the statement which is used to find the whether this select statement producing records or not. That means here you have written some logic by using select query, whether that select query produces any records or not. Okay, suppose here 10 records are there. Okay. This select query gives 10 records of output. That means that 10 records will be stored in cursor C1. Okay. So that means select query output will be stored in C1. So this statement will check whether C1 has records or not. If it is records, then see this. If it is empty, then cursor will be closed. If it is not empty, that means if the C1 has records, then it will be fetched by one. Okay, see this definition. Process each row individually. If the C1 has records, then one by one record will be fetched. If the C1 does not have any records, that means C1 has empty, then we need to close that cursor. Okay, so this is the syntax for checking whether the cursor has records or not. Okay, so this cursor will be used in procedure. So we will take one procedure. What happened? See, here I am going to create one procedure. this is get underscore cursor. This has no parameters, and before that so here, so this is the table, and here I need to display employee name. Employee name, pipe symbol, and again employee name like Adams, pipe symbol, Allen, pipe symbol, Blake, like that. All the employee names should be displayed with the separator of pipe symbol. Okay, so how to do this with by using cursor? Okay, so first of all, so what will be the syntax of creating the cursor? Here, first one, declare cursor C1. Okay, so declare C1 for cursor. So cursor for, and write the select query. Select ename from empty table. After that, second step is open C1. So open C1. Next step is fetch C1. Okay. So for this fetching one by one record, we need to use loop. Okay. For example, if the select query returns 10 records, then we have to use the loop. Okay. So here I am taking loop fetch C1 into, so here I have already told that if the select query has 5 columns, then we need to use 5 variables to capture that data. But here select query is having only one column, so that I need to declare one variable v underscore ename. So variable name and here default empty. C1 into variable name, that is v underscore ename. And we need to use this one for checking the cursor status. So we need to declare finished here default it is 0. So after fetching C1 into variable, then if finished equal to 1, then L1. So if the finished equal to 1, then leave the L1 means existing the loop. And if the finished is equal to 0, then it will not go to the existing the loop. So exit or not. So if finished equal to 1 means, so it will come out of the loop. If finished equal to 0 means it will not exit the loop. Set all. So I need to declare one variable to capture all the employee names with concatenating of pipe symbol. Here all v underscore all e names varchar of 4000 put default empty and v underscore equal to concat of employee names comma pipe symbol comma. So this variable after that end here loop is open, here loop is closed. After that close C1, close C1. So here all the employee names we need to display select employee names. So all see this. So all the employee names will be displayed with the separator of pipe symbol, but initially I got this pipe symbol. So why I got this pipe symbol? All employee names. Okay, initially it is empty and this one is also empty. Okay. I put this pipe symbol here, then it will be good. Yeah, now it is fine. Okay. So this is, so you need to observe this logic. Okay. So if there are records in cursor C1, then finished will be 0. If the records are completed, then finished becomes 1. Okay. So if the finished becomes 1 means it will exit from loop. See this, declare continue for not found. Set finished equal to 1. This condition is important. Okay, once set finished equal to 1 is found, then it will exit from the loop. Okay, here see this, one more task. We want to display the employee numbers with the pipe symbols like employee name. Okay, so what to do? I mean 1876 pipe symbol and 74799. 74799. Okay, so like this I want to display. So simple here, like v underscore e name, I need to declare one variable emp number. Okay, similarly like this I need to declare all employee numbers. Okay, yes, here first of all here I need to append employee number in select query. After that v underscore emp number. See this order. If you write employee number at first, then we need to write the employee number variable at the first. Okay, don't miss this order. Here I have written employee name and employee number. That's why I am moving that employee name and employee number in this order only. Okay, after that same logic here, emp numbers, emp numbers, emp number. So select, take this employee number variable, okay. This is the cursor. So row by row processing. So depends upon the situation, you can use cursor or while loop. You can write this logic by using while loop also.